Spiral Effinity. By L.T. Zupan. Read by L.T. Zupan. Published by Leo Thomas Zupan IV. Copyright 2017 by Leo Thomas Zupan IV. Chapter 3. Imaginary Green. They say I've got a new house to build. Dash, dash, dash. AKA Judgment Part C. Wave. They say I come from a troubled home. They say I live in a troubled mind. They say I come from these troubled times. When I don't, come from another life. And do you think you know what it's like? And do you think this could be different? Do you think you know what it's like? Do you think that I should repeat this? I say I've got a new pain today. I say I've got a new plan today. I say it's never gonna go away. I've got to bite just to breathe. I've got a knife just to bleed. And my mind said, I made this for us to play with. My mind said, we made it. Just to say. Oh, think about it. Or think about it. And tell me what you say. Or think about it. And think about this. And tell me. What? You. This is the end. Kiss T. Dash, dash, dash. Kiss T. In her little shack. Blessed is a little beast. Capital words and a capital letter at the beginning of every sentence. Bronze sky and my 90s stash. Unbelievable times in my clutches, in my cutlass. Couples talk and reality shine. Another night to stay alive. Burning smoke, ember through. Burning joke, love you. Burning smoke, ember down. Burning through another town. And this is the end. Fuck hate, dash dash dash. Fuck water when I drink it. Embalming fluid when you feel this symptom. Fight, fuck, hate it. Watch me coming from every second. Hate until it, you. Come around, yeah. And then I'll fucking kill you. Hate, scratch, claw. Every black scrawl. Hipster motive. Motif every. Black cell phone. Lights blue. Not here now. You make me afraid. And then you go away. Every submission. Black scrawl on your cunt scarf. Roman apocalypse. Roman drink. Tell us what you can. Alive and life to vacate. All the way alive. To the drunken lights. Wear down apocalypse chaos. Then tell us what you can. Drunken lights and the music. Turn way up. Vagina pacifier. To lined up white skin. To wheels to find to. This is the end. Drun dash dash dash. Cobble crumble down. Drunken truth. Peel back layers. What you are underneath. Didgeridoo turban. Vibration base of my cock. Threaten danger. And love pillow. The smoke is in my soul. And every way I can show you I love you. Small stone statue. Gold saxophone. Completed strings of light. Colors looking. Button down broken drama. Tell me what your name. Fix what you drink. Any repair to weigh. Button down, top down. Suck and suck and suck and. Black skin, white skin. Want as much as. Do a dance. My mind struggled for drama. To get to know you. She has a certain tone. To take and. It feels good. This is the end. Born birth. Dash dash dash. Yep. 19 born to a blood-bathing preface prelude. Time spuns around it. And then that passed and it said, and I say, to what seems and never know, ever maybe some, in a classroom, play, ground, open my eyes to some strange, 1928, to opened eyes and a seeming sense wondrous commentary, old man, to another strange dream, awakening. Breasts, curves, love, and they are so nice. Endless excite, this funny thing loves to play and to be intense. Perfection, beauty, drama, experience. Always leaves you wandering, never. Figure out leaves you laughing. Figure out and breasts. This is the end. Stupid lovable. Dash, dash, dash. I'm able to do that. I'm able to do that too. You're able to do that. Do that too. I can do that to you. Sometimes you can stop me too. Sometimes always. Always sometimes. You can do that to me. I can stop you too. I can do everything. And sometimes all at the same time. And sometimes not. Starlit, Star Trek, crack, smoke. Talk to me when you do, baby. Greedy eye impose life, and humble time takes it down. Paradox rolls around. Art justify drama you might like. Same time another thing goes back to itself. And does it again? How do you know yesterday even happened? This is the end. Apocalypse, driving, dash, dash, dash. Magnetism. Fear repeated. Cycles, etc. Grunt overcome. Fear war overthrew. Worry and desire foreign explanation. Fairness and wonder, hope and electricity. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Wild awareness and God channel. Confusion, control, illusion, and thoughts. Talking never. And always worried. More words. Waiting. Turns. Love. Cycles. Fear. Uprising. Stirring. Worry. Cycles. Back. To. Okay. Love. Calm. Simplicity. Niceness. Boredom. Good. feeling, angry, again, all, set, and, it, comes, back, seems, nice, works, worries, me, some, times, terrified, terrify, terrible, me, before, I'm, wrong, I'm, wrong, I'm, going, back, around, is, there, any, way, to, when, I'm, still, going, etc., etc., tired, I'm, this is the end, truth push, dash, 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 wrist zit, she channeled it, we're being toyed with, my smoke curled out and it limped. We all know it's a paradox. We all know it's pointless. And every new truth created, and we know it's beautiful. We have those moments. We know its nature and believe in it. We take our saws out and our flutes and disrupt. We know it's fucked. We felt guilt and entitlement. I can't help but feel toyed with. And it doesn't make me relax the way it used to. When you told me I love you. When you tell me it's okay. Deep down I believe you. Even though you might lie. And you might take me home. Your rainbow terrifies. And it's boring and terribly exciting. And I want to go home on an easy way, or something I earn. I just love your sweetness, and I could take or leave that other shit, with the possible exception of visceral magic, wonderment. You put us here. We question if we have the right to question. Something put us here. Or we just are and don't know why. Either way, it's not nice. Some idea of a game, or who knows what. And it's great when it's great. Animal theories, and the etc. I love what I love, and I love that. If I should be grateful, I am either way. I am a lost child, and I don't know who wants it that way. This is the end. Beam. Dash, dash, dash. I feel other people's feelings. They kind of become me. And I forget what I was trying to be. A little. I feel scared I will have a horrible fate. I feel I should be honest about this. I've got a sense of humor. When it's safe to be so funny, yeah. But a lot of people are walking around out there, pretty damn serious. I've got love for you, to the degree we can show you, and me. But usually you, so far. I want to see you in France. I want to see you now, too. People tell me God is everything. Including the things that shock and hurt me. I've been through this a lot. It fractals like many others. And I'm all ready to move to, if it allow. This is the end. Does it sound right? Dash, dash, dash. Does it sound right? Does it sound right? I made this for you. So I can listen to. And does it do it? Does it now? The music is dead. Because the world's in your head. And I made this for you. I made it perfect for her. And does it sound good? Does it sound right? Fight with my life. Strangle my neck. To get that feeling back. And I made this for you. So I said for acceptance. And does God ever tell you? Mother Mary will hold your hand. She's coming. She's coming. From the back of my neck. Little one, I love you. Little one, I love you. You are mental jewelry. and your fleeting beauty. This is the end. Of course. Dash, dash, dash. She said, is 2 weeks too long? I said, I'll wait forever. Of course, I never would really say that. She said, find a little subby. I said, we can't start over. She walked away and came back just to tell me she was gonna leave. I said, that doesn't bother me. Of course, I didn't mention it does. She said 2 weeks. I said, I'm weak and in need now, though. She said, when it's there, you'll never know it wasn't now. Don't you know? Yeah, I said, right. This is the end. Little movements, dash, dash, dash. Turn words to a side. To nide. Another liven. A night. Bread rosen on rye. Fight ball. To atone. Scozol. To bitey. Neve. Nothing. Cold pine. Toe. Lido. 3 cames cane on a knee. For the 50th time. Yeah, 35. Words lighten grass petals. Texture discovery. Ridgy leaf. An evergreen glance over. Mountain. Angles up. Yeah, this is the end. New gone coup. Dash, dash, dash. I can't seem to remember the first part. Must have forgot it. I walk through the night. I hear sirens from life. The little Volner boy says, how you gonna get me? The big hand God, I say, how I conduct you too. I see signs of many types. I see signs of all kinds. If they had their way, they'd test me. If they had their way, they'd take me in every direction. Energetic pregnancy. I don't care what I tell you. Control the spins like an earth god, strong with bronze love contempt. Teaching every girl's desperation, every gasp, every nation. Happy hope, dark doom, over and over. Oh, have a good time, if you've gone to. This is the end. A gah. Dash, dash, dash. I don't care if it's true. I believe it. Magnus Cross. Bronze horse. Divides into 2. Out to return. Out to return. Never going home. And again. This is the end. Chapter 4. Austin Orn. Lies. Dash, dash, dash. Lies. Here's some truth I'll tell you. Let me get my head right first. Bet you didn't even think of that. Let me get some gut in my vocal tunnel. Scrape. There we go. Do something, get it right. Watch it grow up and down, so happy. Watch the naive walk and play. Its little fantasies out. And disregard and disconnect and do it again. Wait, I'm there for you. Man, another cigarette, a minute, a burden past. Give me my division. Judge my caliper, want it to. My standards, comment latent. And go for the grapevine. Yeah. This is the end. Money in my stomach. Dash. Money in my stomach. Gut has a knot. Bowling cot quasi tamo. Money in my cut. All us rising down soon. Hold us to a memorandum. Sprinkle, scat, touch, clack, pound, and all is tober. Own a phone. Drownsy. This is the end. Another man walk up. Dash. She's headed south. I'm thinking about me for a minute. You know, I get a nice visual. Rectangle. The dimensions in my visual. Her, that red hair. Wisp and feelings, her. Lips aren't dry, are wet with emotion. She looks straight and I'm in front of her. She has eyes that are helpless. Unknowing, and that's why she's stronger than me. I'm in another location altogether, of course. Thinking and feeling. A song brought to me to an emotion like. And I'm compelling to it. Thought against has no matter. I feel the future of every day. For love. For mend every sore and dry wound. Pour water on my presumption. Wash her hair already purity. Toes and heel. And they had the idea. For that pink toenail polish and the audacity to use it. Well, better than that. Way before us. I'll never be what I want. I'd love to revel in it. Right next to me. Baby, you make me cry. Baby, you made me cry again. It was only you that could ever do it. This is the end. Sing again. Dash. I'd like to sing again. Open this soul that doesn't open much anymore. I can sing it again. It's hard to do what you would never ask me to. Open the hole in my old heart. Beauty has been my old friend. Death makes it start again. I'd like to feel once more. It makes me remember. I'll see you again. One day we'll be there. This is the end. Sad song. Dash. Smooth time tongue. Untolm Ease vibe, phone shaking. Ease vibe, a moment of reckoning. Cold stare eyes when we know you're just wrong, yeah. Watch the water go. Waterfall chord strum. String after pluck, 1, 2, 3 at a time. Vibe align, vibe unalign. Wave turns into a spiral. It cycles again. Condo people called cops. Kegs got shut. Practice with fire. Everclear nostril flare. Inside and out, vibration side. It's higher, they say. Lipstick sharing. Cut a hand off. Put a hoof on. 10 digits, strange, tangled. Weary, scattered eyes. Move around, clumsy, accomplished tempts. This is the end. It's ... It's nice watching people on the edge of Armageddon. Clothes and all. Almost near the end, it's nice. Watching you when I'm almost leaving. Calm down and get that thing out. You've resisted all the way. Call yourself a name and call it me. I say, I guess, I say. Loud Mustang embarrassment. She's eternally turned away. Curses. It's nice, I see 1,000,000 a day. Turn your energy away to the path it should be. On smooth movement of this pen. I keep saying this word again. You're really not doing much different than you ever have done. Judge and projectionist terrorists is just so boring me the third time again. 737. It's nice, my phone is dead, I'll plug it. Nice going. From all that to this, I've got nothing, just Saren, Freud, and you need to stop quoted. This is the end. I oscillate my frequent in spiral pointless point. Guided tree pattern, yeah. So much so that I never get a static change, a static charge. Back just a lesson, 2, 3 a day. I feel at home in a limo and I'm at the end of my ramen phase. Let's be honest. We told ourselves we just don't care. When really that child power is left over. To break through obstacles of intimate progression on a time trial trail like some sort of bunny slope. Let's be honest. I'm a big man, I wanna buck your front and show you I don't care. If I die, Not really, really. And take the girl. Let's be honest, it's Father's Day. I don't have a problem with you. And I have a healthy liver, and you can't. Stop all that fear and love, baby. And be here and now. Can you? So much is written to clever. Equals a paradox emotion, I'm already. Past that shit type of chain. Demetrium, Callistalist, Journeyland, Desert, and oh so grateful you're calling me. Thank you, I'll be in you in my arms soon. I hope. See you there, Dimitri Delary. Old smooth move, swag, Matt Chain, Nature Brown, love this low voice. You're gonna see me soon. All I've worked on it. It'll be pretty. So soon so. So soon so. This is the end. A bout. Dash, dash, dash. I got drunk last night. I thought about love. I found cocaine on the ground. And goddammit, I rubbed it on my gums. I'm sick of seeing you, Texas, I said. And saunter like you got it all. And I'm supposed to be scared of? Pain, peer, death, fear, see itself in what you have, will you? What not? What have you, if you will, indeed. My language comments on my language and intermittently gets tired of it. Some girls are good girls. I noticed last night when I was drunk. Not having sex, but what I could have meant was when they're not confusing themselves. Each person has this reality, you know I say. And we pull ourselves into each one of them and each other. That becomes the only truth. What we're saying, yes, and we do it all at will. Another thing said. And goddamn, I'm so sick of seeing you. Your intimidation attempts, I'm not impressed. How awesome you act you are, right? Crusty conclude, tie together, mehom, mehom. This is the end. So, dash, dash, dash. So, ew. So, I thought about love. My pen got dry like it does. Every time and comes back around again. And again every time, forever. Something doesn't want me to speak, but I make that decision. I thought about it. How I love you when you're not around, even when you don't let me. I love you as a little child, working couple as I used to behave. I love you as I hate to appreciate. I love you as strange portrait collects to a mutilated multi-layer string. She said, watch out for him, and read. But mostly I have disdain. Them and their act and confusion. Send 1,000,000 to me. Send them walking away us. You've always done this to me and different again, and I remember the love. I was feeling for you. I was just feeling for you. You see, back when my headphones worked, I got a new pair. But before I was poor, before I am rich. Again and again, this functions as friction, and the way it does, because we're told that's just the way it works. The way it needs to work. To. Silly girl, stupid man, we carry those wisdoms all the way down. And entertaining. Stories to listen to. Chrome, shiny car emblem. I was just thinking about. That water drink burns off as emotion. Fuel, you could say. To write. Carmageddon. Tricks, right? Courteosity. This is not a typo. This is the end. Courteosity, .. Oh, now I know what to believe. Oh, thank you for telling me. Oh, thank you for telling me. Oh, now I know the truth. Welcome to tell you. I'm welcome for telling you. Give a little to you. Tells me a little about me. We'll do this again till we get back home. Or are we already there? I'm sure I could tell you. I'm sure. I said I'm sure you could tell me. I've stepped into another one of your jokes, I thought. You walked right into that one, too. I love my body. Enough for you to love me. I said I love this body. Enough for you to tell me your name, and we'll do this again. The learning machine. My old folk dancer's prayer. Tell me your name, and we'll do it again. The sky is light violet. Always my favorite. Color. Tell me your game. We can pretend. And maybe you're right. All those flavors of your laughter. I can be a child again. I can pretend I am a man. Hear me a song when I like to listen. I'll do it again. I want to give this completion. This is the end. First one post. .. Inspire. Muse. Clink it. Clinky. Sessions. Stir my desire. I love back from back in that time. The weight of that vision was too scary. Love was. Stir my desire. We had that dance from before. Earth was born as a child. Make your lower self burn away. Maybe you'll see it. ruby novocaine. Stir up my desire. Your soul is somewhere in my mother's memory. Illusion is obsolete. Yeah. Yes. This is the end. Lone peacoat, dash, dash, dash. Not the only lone one. Once again, hear every metaphor. In this discombobulated subcultural frenzy. Never too clear I could blame. My placements of excess, I called it. All one overly we meander to. Combined bright eyes and some kind of common thread I have no comfort of. Truth, no prison, no guards. Afraid of visuals and thought I used to love that teaching, buzz that drug, an epiphany of my, that old for me spinning, love, fear, coin, psychotic ways to learn, every direction all at once bliss, and constant shift and a spiral, of what you and I call my design. You just gotta be careful in this worlds of think, thick pulse. The voice. Baby. The voice is not a mouth. The voice is a kiss, maybe. The voice is a sound that hides the song of the soul's emotion. I said, out of what fear, I guessed. Oh, but that was just what I said. Just what I said. Just what I said. Country, I heard dove. This is the end. Lyrics. Dash, dash, dash. Loosely inspired. Get you in my bed. Make a mess. Get you out of my head. Get you in my bed. The side effects are make a mess, are duress. Get you under your duress. Animal games. You never really think. Animal things. Play in a play. Get you out of my hand. Get. This is the end. DSP. Dash, dash, dash. Chronic abundance. Abundance. Open up to the moment. Yeah, we said. Just like any other town. One of my buddy's friends. Camelback, chocolate, boat, boot, cup holder. These aren't random words. These aren't. Follow through. There is a disconnection. Here. This is the end. Vibration, plain flute. Dash, dash, dash. How to get a status social legs vagina. It's hard to be this with it, y'all. There is something good to you. Get over it, and I, that word, love, you. Vibrations city. New. Connections deeper. To uncover the pink vulnerable. Stretched meat, neatly paper-thin packed. Rectangle on hooks. Somewhat damaged when the oxygen hits it. Reconnect, connect. And the city creature shows its peculiar nature. Hard not to mock the little child this and the little that. We all have something to offer. What a way to roving gangs be connected to the world, weird, awkward, boulder, rock, and rock. Horse. Buffalo. Circumference, I know how it has something nice. I'm so sick of our lateness, so sick of this is the end. Chapter 5, Essays. Love. Dash, dash, dash. I would like to delineate, distinguish, and or discern, but not differentiate love in relation to modern context, especially the building of love from flow or non-flow. It looks Egyptian here. Well, what I will speak on is the left-out aspect of flowering love, not the only one or aspect. When I met the first purest relationship so far thus, I met her and me, and myself were pure. Meaning, in terms of random definition on my subjection, we were both pure. We were, before meeting, as well as during, after, only interested in what was right. We did not say or do one thing that was off, at least as best as possible. Meaning, we met, spoke what was honest from each other, had no preconceived assumptions altering flow. Every thought and way was pure from each other back and forth. Though we liked pleasure, security, etc., we let those things only come out when they organically, naturally do. Instead of wanting something and altering our honesty and ways to get it, we did what was right, and what was right is what happened because. A funny thing happened. To begin with, certain releases of former entanglements, karmic reconciliations, allowed the first meeting to take place in the first place. After meeting, we had a glimpse of our potential. It was nice. It still is what compels as I write. The glimpse flowed elsewhere. It came back when it did, etc. We both had many things we had to go through, and our minds wanted it to happen the nicest way right away. But that included patience. As time went on, love energy emerged again, carouseled around, back stronger, etc. Exceptions were constant, current. I had to force, disrupt what was supposedly right for my will, as she the same. There are of course not really too many firm rules. Anyhow, it flowers. This way takes time, but produces much more. The experiences I relate are of that which I have had only tastes. Love can be an experience greater than anything you've known, much greater than my reader friends. So anyhow, this leave it in universe hands to some extent paradigm causes many resolutions and requires new growths and awarenesses of solution. One symmetry that is nice is the lack of concern with possession, so on. When you leave it in the hand of intuition, so like if I just care about what is right to say and do at all moments, honest, pure flow, you know? Not saying that you can't tell you shouldn't, but always speaking your mind when it's right and doing what's to be done. Act. Anyhow, what develops is no need to care if your love is with another, and neither would the other, because it's in the hands of the universal growth. If, by some randomness, one of you is purely living and a love energy appears with some other person, it will likely be to your love, possibly aka partner, symmetrically or regardless. It likely interweaves, unfold, as it should, and reacts purely. Not impulsively, I might add, but purely. You can know what purity is. By a counter etc., then it just keeps working out. It's not a preconceived, I've got to keep something this way, kind of time-based clinging. Ironically, this creates a non-issue. As I have explored, no others have entered our intuitional gravitation as of yet, and neither of our pure cores have a whim with it anyway. What are we in love with? What drives us? That's what I asked myself, and you may have as well when pursuing a partner over time, at the price of pain and love, reward. The first part of the answer, some part of myself gave the rest back, was, what do I love? Or we? Well, not each other, at least no, our identities, personalities, our part, but a majority really is what we're seeking most from each other deep down. What we're really seeking most of all so far is love itself, non-local. It happens whenever it happens. Happens the most with this one person I met. I could call the person a soulmate, I suppose, or whatever. But it's not our identities, personalities, uniquenesses, etc. Though we like those particulars, it's non-local. It's the thing or experience that happens after we connect, when we are around each other. It's love itself that we are in love with, and seeking to have more of. It's those most intense moments you've had when you have looked at your other in the eyes, and something started to grow for a few seconds, for longer. It's love we love, not just we. It's love we are in love with. I claim. So grow that. Don't be afraid to go against something happening or against what I'm saying, because that may help too. Be patient if you need be. And realize those moments of love I speak about that lead to a place that is more than anything habitualized, distorting behaviors pursue. Those true desires will contain a love that is able to flow. Real love is beyond what we know, and I hope you find it. I am starting to. In some ways of looking at it, it's not in the world, pretty much 99 point whatever %, and it's certainly not intentionally in 99.7% of TV, movie, media, mental operations, ego, etc. Though it is in a bit of music. Note, these percentages may be subject to change based on a translator progression towards the world. Now, on a symmetrical sexual level, for the mind, you can just flow and let it unfold. But the mind likes certain... So, to explain a formula that resolves the symmetrical sexual tension unrest of humanity, first, and forescan, you can let the opposites push and pull each other, form certain particular glues. But if you're ready to get past that level of dualism that can feel repetitive and entrapping, the following is an option. Female and or feminine energy, often wiring, instincts, etc. are to keep the mate, have him, protect and help with the offspring. Male is wired to inseminate as many mates as possible and watch the offspring only as much as needed. Wired, I say, by the way. And to make it more fun, here's a mystery to me. The clit really is just a small penis. If you do any amount of Google imaging research, WTF. So, in our current world, this polarity creates turmoil. Often than not. The solution is a compromise that lands in the middle, as a balance or juggle or not. The female chooses additional partners. Gender can depend on mutual preference, but another female usually fits in more gracefully. She vibes with for all to enjoy. The male gets his wired fix of for fresh, sexy, sexual dances. The female gets to keep the male as hers and works best if she holds most of the controls. They all get hot sex, other than the transcend dance written above, it's the best presentable compromise for wearing opposition to malt. Again, which, as mentioned before, can be a compliment and magnetizing, not necessarily just opposing, that I challenge the reading to discover more options of course. Enjoy. Bonus question. Does your sex flow from your relationship? Or does your relationship flower from, form, or after your sex? Or they just do their own separate, together, hiccuped, or pure natural, etc.? Peace again. This is the end. Discovering purpose, etc. .. So much to write about, you know? Silver echoes. Well, I have an unfolding or paradigm or just an idea that makes some sense to bring to the table, made of tree sheets. I like eloquence just for the vibe of it, you know? Show-offiness is not important these damn days. It is this. Purpose, vocation, path, etc. seem to be the ultimate satisfaction, fulfillment, location, etc. for me. Regardless, I would like to discuss the hows of finding one's purpose and unfolding, manifesting, etc. it. I've noticed a certain unsatisfied hidden depression or desperation in most, from a lack of knowledge or alignment with a connection to one's purpose. Most, I see, when they go to determine how to live their higher callings, attempt to skip straight to the end, meaning they think, well, what is going to be my profession that will provide income, stability, etc., and fit in the real world, but will also be my true calling? So this, of course, is often the cart before the proverbial hamster horse. I suggest, if you don't already know what your purpose is, do what you like, or what satisfies the most first. It may be a very basic, broad realm at first, but over time, how it fits in with the regular world will develop. Patience and steadfastness is key. Belief that this is not terribly difficult is useful. Opportunities can rise to meet desire as purpose interlocks in with the pragmatic. Letting the outer layers, or the specificities, remain adaptable can be key. Of course, while not sacrificing the core. I have noticed the pursuance of purpose decovers and interlocking with environment, aka harmony. One major block is internal and a holdover from childhood conditioning, where it's believed that progress, success, smooth, adaptable unfolding must be difficult and not terribly enjoyable, or if so, it should be reckless and irresponsible, the other side of the extreme. One's unique purpose fulfills like nothing else, and I wish people luck on defining and developing it. This is a world that often operates on guilt and works to stifle what does not follow various rules. Also, I've noticed if one aligns with their calling, or rather the actions towards growing it, with their environment, it is most effective. In it's not just nice, it also seems to work best. When one is harmonious and helps others, help is eventually reciprocated, more often than not. If people attack your attainment or actualization, it's really quite possible to locate the denial within the antagonist of their own activation. This denial, however unconscious it may very well be, can be what starts projection mechanisms. A sort of call for help, however clunky and introspectively immature it may be, is what can be answered. Find how they need help to find their own thing for their own fulfillment, and subtly or blatantly provide the best solution you may intuit. I have found this to be effective in many realms. Once unlocked from karmic, inner social, etc. spheres, acceleration velocitates quasi-exponentially. Intuitive flow is always key in life, supposedly, BTW. Creativity, which is often the locus, or that which is twined with purpose, is easy. That is its definition, or a useful one. Creativity and pure works of genius, awesome creation, come from flow. I'll just speak as though it's true, okay? And flow is easy. That's why it's flow. When I speak with someone and don't hold back, my words flow. Then I go to create something, its progress and purity is correlated proportionately to flow. Disruptors of creative flow are predictive self-consciousness. That is, imagine how your creation will be perceived by others and yourself before you've even finished birthing it. Mental energy as overanalysis, while creating especially, etc. These blocks can be felt. It's an energy that is very much non-flow and is most useful in moderation and mediation. Let the spark or source or channel or current of inspiration in by just attending to what you feel inspired or just want to create on a basic level, and let it birth and grow as purely as it does, and you can. When other energies cloud, muddy, hiccup, disrupt, interfere, and chatter, usually in your mind, reset and keep going. It is best to do this with ease. Trust me, it's easy. This approach allows for the creation of godlike beauty, brilliance, genius in after effect and retrospect. A mind can definitely analyze that which comes from flow and point out intricacies and complexities, interweaving, and assume the person who created them must have mentally plotted out the complexities, etc. However, almost always the true elegance of a complex and simple creation's fabric come from flow, and the creationist, however arrogant some may be, did not, and moreover could not, plan it all out with the mind. This is an observational habit we have to stop us from believing we can create something beautiful and impressive with easiness. When one learns a lot about a topic or arena or field or reel or sphere or more names for it, they can try to keep track of it all mentally. But how it works is the information's absorbed, taken in, internalized, then naturally, intuitively flows out in a flow of sorts. Might want to remain unstressed about keeping track of it all, and it will embed itself, come out, and overall imbue your later creations, especially if you aid the process by pretending to believe all of this kind of stuff. Also, using the mental to direct creation as it creates is a natural element, if not occasionally essential, which I would not dispose of entirely. It's simply when it's out of hand that the clogging of the creative progressions clogs. Such is the case so often of mental, however, enjoy. This is the end. Substanosis. Cheminosis is the use of substances as a tool for evolutionary purposes. There is a strict brainwashing that only certain things can be tools in this world. There's also a group belief habit of how various experiences may go down when it comes specifically to substances, but also many other sensitive topics such as sexuality, interpersonal, psychosocial, theaters, music, higher emotional circuitry and ceremony, etc. In regards to substance, it is commonly believed that one must have a trip or high, and depending on the substance, it's considered a guilty pleasure to begin with. And it's definitely supposed to be just a drug-induced experience. And it is supposed to wear off afterwards. This does not have to be so, of course. And yes, it is controversial belief matrix. Potentially dangerous as well, of course, what can happen. And it is quite useful in terms of various contexts. In the substance can provide an efficacy for various accelerations of selected aspects of your internal progress, motivations, and so on. More importantly, when it wears off, one can retain the habituation of realms guided with. What is particularly helpful and hard to come by is a self-contained and maintained circuit of close friends, beings, to circuitously reflect, cycle, spiral, etc. the momentum of these arrived at advancings. So you don't have to let yourself be a slave to any habit or item, and you don't have to have the experience you're told you will have. I have used many different items as tools when desired. I have maintained the triggered states developments for extended periods of time after the biology of a substance or experience has faded. Various spiritual exercises are useful in the same regards, and substances are merely often the ease of high, convenient fuel. Obviously, excessive decadence leading to enslavement is annoying and usually results in a small dominion. The chakric, revelatory, multiplicatory, and divinatory placements, locators alone, can be astounding. But I would need to footnote that again. Of course. This is the end. Change dynamics. Reflection, movement, DL, gestation, etc. I'll start with that used up word duality. Magic of Earth is often from the electricity of complements. Could say opposites, too. Like the sexuality of meeting an individual, sending words, energy, which is shaped and directed from body speaking or expressioning. The body speaks in a body language, of course. At them, they reflect back, to oversimplify, and the exchange does what it does. There can be a synergistic or electric chemistry, and there can be a parasitic or symbiotic combinations, etc. I enjoy growth currently, so I go for exchanging, letting the reflections flow freely, purely, intensely. I have found that if I reflect with someone until our relationship does what it needs to, we will either deflect each other to when the time's right. And usually we each symmetrically meet people at next levels of particular wavelength and wave width. Our maintain our relationship in a deeper but usually mellower fashion. The sticking point or problem chewing a lot of people's time is often a circular pattern, is when people don't resolve or reconcile old entanglements, connections from the past. If y'all investigate a little, you can usually confront the awkwardness and correct or complete imbalances, etc., thus release yourself and ready the new to the enter. And growth processes should share. First, let me clarify and re-emphasize by saying what holds people back is a common outlook towards a common mechanism, which I could also, of course, dispute for fun and play Mary's advocate. It is the distinction of this person, really their behaviors, are to be disrespected and not dealt with. Instead of, this person is uninformed yet is clearly seeking an answer. Obviously, there are exceptions. What I mean to say is this. Say someone treats you in a negative way that upsets you. You can get to the point where you deflect the annoyance and instantly perceive what is right that is upsetting. And moreover, why they are motivated to act in such a fashion. When this perception is perceived, you can automate a response that answers their motivation. What I'm saying is, quite often, 90+% of the time, people act negatively towards others because they are unconsciously seeking something. The other percentage is consciousness and takes more of a forceful response, usually depending on your own desires and motivators. You can not only be angry or annoyed, you can analyze and solve with responses. The recipient doesn't have to consciously know this, and you don't have to think about every little step either. Flow is more effective than most often, and easier, according to my persuasions. I would also recommend noticing why you are annoyed within yourself as well. Very useful in terms and if various terms. So with all this employed, you can detangle from stress stagnation, cycles, and move forward fast towards fulfillment. Anyhow, I'll hit on downloads really quick, then I'll feel the piece completion in the specific. Commending on the nature of what I do, as I do it, does a lot. Random tangents are not as worthless as impatience and rigidity has demand. So, I've noticed many dynamics of subtle layers of interaction. For instance, I see that when someone speaks and sends with attention, eye contact, energy, etc. my way, I often automatically have it look in a certain direction after they look at me. It seems like it's to be moving of an energy sent to me. In some cases I'm sending it out, in others, who knows what. Anyhow, I've also noticed that when it comes to bringing an energy that causes growth and change to someone, they can only deal with so much. As usual, I've noticed I'm the same way. People take N as much as they can and wait in terms of growth sparking words and energy, and then do a thing where their body language turns away. They change the subject, bring in strangely absurd logic, have emotional and complex-based uprising, various other resistance. In the strongest of concertedness of wills, it's often just a sleep that finally gets triggered. So what I've learned to do, back when I cared a lot, was to give as much of the person as they can take. Look at it as a seed, and then give them a process or gestation period for the download pill, or whatever we want to call it. People come back rather more often than not, and are ready to prompt me to be ready to send them again another packet, and help them resolve issues raised by the nerves, complexes struck, triggered, etc. All of these mechanics somewhat symmetrically happening in myself as well, and of course. It's been lonely, beautiful, and frustrating thankless to dance within and for these dynamics in the recent and distant past. Yeah, that's right, it's over. It may have been a repayment or counteraction or reciprocation or etc. on my end, however. Anyways, the dark light of doubt can of course be shed on any of this, and I am sure that produces interesting effects. Where it has led me to, in a smoother life, and a dying off of active participles of the process, though I still do have a lot of automated involvement, I'm not as lonely nowadays as people who see the same worlds or layers of this world. And I run into this more and more, who are aware of it every day. The line between external and internal is funny, you know. So I'll tack this one on too. I like Kelly Alley. So why do I give people, or rather it comes through me from the upper right dimensions of regions above me, these so-called downloads, and why I do choose and direct ones that come through me? Well, of course, as the theme has been, I have very much an intellect judgment module in my head sphere, which is key, yet it's flow-based and flow-biased. The transference of information during a transmission or FTP, nothing always dramatic, BTW, people impress into each other back and forth and send information to each other almost constantly. It's pretty commonplace, really. I've just taken to noticing it, labeling it, accelerating, liberation, etc. From heightened perception, it's plain to see when it's wanted to be seen, like so much. The beauty of woman pops into me typing and comes into mind, for example. So it's a flow. Infectand. It's not very consciously divisive on my end. Usually it feel like it's pulled through me, and led, in fact, by the person I'm giving it to. When a lot of people seem to be looking for our clarities and map flashlight creator sets, the mind is looking for maps of how to understand and connect to spirit. The adolescent rebellion of ego is collectively averring. As mind understands, maps out in its language, spirit and individualistic collective nature of being, unity grows. Archetypes of people seem to carry and circulate information between themselves as a sort of collective circuit of larger collections, races, or of spirit, and or of nature, are entering, affecting, not affecting, leaving this dimension for reasons and unreasons, etc. As translation grows, people's networking and motivations shine through outer layer identity costume. Divinity becomes more apparent, or whatsoever. Strike that, reverse it, or don't, etc. I'm sure it's just stuff. Right? This is the end. True nature. Dash, dash, dash. So, let me put some heart-reaching, muscling musical notes on in background really quick here while I write this right now. So, okay, so this is a difficult one to start. There's a way or state or place or space or whatever that we as people usually exist in. It is rather combobulated and hectic often, speedy, dry, hollow, circular, flat, excessively egoic, etc. There is a truer state, or a purer one, or whatever. It is reached in a number of ways. There is, of course, a heightened rage, evil, and/or maleficence, accelerated speediness, brilliant logic spirals, and intelligent achievings, and places and states. There is, of course, heightened, typical, frantic happiness energy, deep grace depression as well. These can always be taken to the next levels, and that is exciting for others more so than still for more still others, mothers. So, there is a state that is different from the ones aforementioned above and earlier. It's a place I've been to, and it's very difficult in this current world to go, and very hard to go to fully. It's a place where it is timeless, and where it's a certain reconciliation and recollection of nature. Beyond life, presently led, presents itself. It's a divinity, or a beauty, a feeling, and state, and an actual being that I am beyond words. Many things trigger before there for me. Musically, especially. But if things were different, I would call it other people. It would be others. My heart is definitely involved. It's like a center, not just a heart. What with the occasionally sappy connotations of that entity or word form in our culture. In these states, high emotions of compassion, divine sorrow, love, 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 and wisdom hereto beyond myself. Others too, information comes in behind my head, then pulses through my third eye. My heart stirs, shines, center of my chest placement, and starts to have a sort of sunburst. But reactions from others and my environment gauge my allowance. Usually internal apprehension is around my belly area, and slightly above sometimes. And outer forces usually deaden progression in relatively higher body sections, generally from habit and wanting to resist maintenance thereto or hitherto of the old classic typical state or vibration or nature of a person in this world. I won't go into why people resist as they do. The rest of the world's pressure being is the beginning of the reason, but to those who feel it, there is a place where who you really are lives, in a world of golden divinity that cries eternal tears of love and brings great love, empathy, and compassion to those who remain previous. This has been an overimplication. I haven't touched on transcendent comedy, for example, and I haven't checked myself for ways of breaking down everything. I've said with words and thoughts, of course, yet it does for now. A further exodus on the subject will be possible in the final volume of the Spiral Trilogy, if it's not entirely up to me, whatever. Suffice to say, I've been somewhere. It's easy and I don't care about braggadociosity. I want to go back there, to it, only further. Music, the great communicator, is the best tool I have found. Separate from people who are largely unaware, uncooperative, calloused, conditioned to callous. If you want to have your own heart broken open in a beautiful way, check out and exercise a few pages only of the Book of Secrets by a great spiritual teacher. Tori, any heart chakra or center techniques you feel called to resonate with, even though that has become a played out word. I wish you will find your heart. It's lonely alone. And I will not be holding for those who lag much longer, supposedly. I don't care how this truth sounds, and the oscillation of disconnecting tumult in social regards to washing away and return pendulum swings are more translucent. It will work out. I petition, and I want to recommend some investigation with a capital I and a bright, bright highlighter. This is the end. Chapter 6. Blue Rock. Analyzation. Dash, dash, dash. I hear music. All the energy collector, director, makers pushing movement through change. Awe of all the ages untold. Can't shake this feeling. Just keep it pushed down under that water. God has fear. No way to know. Never know. Oh, it's not about knowing. That dance is old. A creepy dream. Work to keep it clean. I like it then. Yeah. I'm here. Like something's wrong. Like something's bigger than me has a plan. Don't have much confidence in. Because how can I don't even get clued in sometimes. It's a kid wants a game, like something, like a movie, didn't buy ticket to. When you're done teaching me, can I have those things I want? When I'm wanting? Like the obscene child master old man I can say I am? And then that place where I don't have interest. Wouldn't want it then, when I'm in this way, of course. Learn it all to fight a great drama feeling battle. To lose it all and have that horror. To stop feeling and thinking and vacuous that perfect existence. To get it all and make. That's a great joke. To want to give God an unpersonified faith and go against what we know we feel and just clan up to keep this bubble. What we used to know it made sense. But those movies programmed our babies' brains, and they still do. Going up to an ignorance all around, and I get it. I'm lonely. It can sometimes kind of scare me. And when I hang out with my friends, it's good enough for enough when we do enough. I think it might be okay and just wash out my old stuck child life ways. Can't seem to reset, come back. Around this. Flies weird me out. It'll be better or worse when, oh so nice when we meet. Together, her together. I want to have that blah blah, then I'll feel better. Then the same say, it will be poetic. So now we're back on, and I do most of it. I think I've got myself in. I have some of that spiritual speed. We all need it. Give it to me, give it to me. Don't be scary, baby, breathe. We're going to have fun, accomplish things. Were I result, accomplish things. Proud my me-self, accomplish love. Fuck you, yeah. I can't describe how I feel about it. I can't. Do it thinking. Get off when I do. I get off. I get off. I get off when I do. Complete resting. That drug is a million things. Advent experience. Middle end. End. Middle end. This is the end. Tesla, Tesla. Dash, dash, dash. Tesla, Tesla. Like your mother. Bro. Drift time. I do just that. Made $30. Not too worried about. Got all those tentacle hookouts. Not to think about. Clover golden. web work, garden, energy lattice, whatever wolf my mind says is coming to get you. Yeah, right, baby. That's right. Golden proud of myself. Can't beat that. Go down to the creek. Go down to it. Fuck you, buddy. Tesla, Tesla. This is the end. Light touched negative. Dash, dash, dash. People bring about what they need to go through, I guess. It's good for you, maybe, have fun on your own. Have fun on your own, baby. Direct example, direct experience, something enjoyable. I like to sing about. I like to. I've never stopped your crude ways, but I will not stop fighting peacefully for beauty. Grace is a word you don't know. Grace is something. You should. I don't need your approval. I don't need your truth. I don't want your lesson. If that's how this place is, no. Fuck it. Take me to LA. Come on, baby, come on. Take me to LA. Yeah. Spoiled. Spoiled. Sitting on the ground, walking. Will you believe it? I hear you singing songs. I see her mind's frantic, just like a little child. Never grew up. Did you? Sitting on the ground, I hear you magic. You're singing song. Call to them. You call it out to them. Don't know what you're doing usually and where it leads. You say, you sing. Like another animal, you sing songs. Pull it in. It's so simple, so overdone. You need to go through your own self-destruction. Sing songs about fear. Find that exciting. The only thing that will work is what works. Another shot to the head. Better than the other. And so you can feel so proud. Keep it close to home and watch it squirm. Never touch the one. Just a nasty feeling to those who still have hearts. This one is for those who still have. Or if you want it back. Yeah. I'm not going to go through what you need to. I'm not gonna listen to your perfect reasons. Not going to service old new. Tyranny, oh, I'm not going there. You're not going to stop me. And I started singing about love. My guitar opened my heart. I started singing, and I noticed the feeling as I brought love into the world. A lot of people told me a lot of things, had a lot of tricks to stop me. I don't think they thought. Minds convinced of. When you do just what you want, you get addicted to what you know you don't really want. Deep down in my child mind, I ask you to open your heart. Find a frame of reference. I ask you to open your heart. Find a frame of reverence. I started speaking about decadence, turning poison into nectar, and I got so high on bliss, I do it again and again. That adventure somehow has no conflict. Oh, our sex on drugs was a form of enlightenment. We started playing and we didn't stop. I stay responsible. In God. Playground. I felt like a flexed muscle. It got better until it didn't stop. It got better until it got even better. Can you imagine what that might be like? If you're bored and reckless, you're gonna get your super unconscious, what could be called death wish. So keep fucking yourself. Sooner or later, I'm gonna leave. I said sooner than later I will be forced to leave. When you sing, if you really think, get what you truly want, for you to truly feel, yeah. This is the end. Hurt song, dash, dash, dash. I wish you wouldn't hurt me, so I wouldn't have to hurt you. Teach you that stupid little lesson black. I wish I didn't have my bad moods. I wish we didn't have it that way. Because I don't want to hurt you. I'm sick of the world as in myself. Feeling shit. This is the end. Humans. Dash, dash, dash. I see humans and sense circuitry reaction. Restless behavior. Automated. Have some kind of disdain because they can sense it. There is something outside of it. I see. Bikes and flowers build your houses. Get your ladder out. The roof has holes. I see games. Their hatred for their forced to play. I wouldn't make it that way. I see. I'm turning to ignore it. Deep, deep down. We heard there was some beauty somewhere. Outside of this. Inside that. I see. This is the end. Tricked to the right space, I hate it, only happened then, here, I love that. Whatever, moving on. Dash, dash, dash. And plow. She makes me sick. Organized thoughts. The world was a kid I was. The world is a dream I don't understand, and I'm sick of being done with telling you I'm sick of. I'm done. Tripping physically on how I don't understand, and we're all worried if. Think about the right angle, or maybe just pay attention to fuck it, I don't care. It's not just right. Now. See how I said it all strong to convince myself I thought this is the art of performance? Convince, conceive, arrange, and create. Edit, rearrange to the response we all want. Like a periscope, I bent to look back on myself. What I do as is, I do it. And removing flow, the gauge, hairpin, blocker needles go bob up and down again. Bob up and down again, oh there, made me think of sex again. Writing, no, writing, about sex can fucking deafen and diminish the hotness you fucking people are rarely imagined because you have that some stupid fear. I obviously think that's stupid. I can do that work. Get it, you over there, here, and it. It's a slow, gradual, slow road progressor, son. That's how it works. But I'm not willing. Period or that's. Just I think about all at once and ahead of time. Come on, people, some. People just have that sense of what is cool and find it and keep untainted from an ugly, slow child curiosity. Come on. Don't you remember the 90s before post-90s still dilution of the potent rad lie down stomach back on the green, gray, beige, brown, ugly carpet and the seedy skip on and Beastie Boys skinny puppy covers drugs and make me so good, make me so good. Goddamn, it's a shame. Like a kid getting back ways of not telling myself bad. Isn't and I can, energy, tangential, words, smashes, lightning, barrier, breaks, layers, sources, too many epiphanies to myself is not an idea. We're ready for until when, it's not until what we are. And what a nice narration. What I meant to finish, when was what, it leaves my system, was the whatnot, oh it's hard to find, get my sarcasm, you can feel when it's on or off. Hates itself off, and not so mignosis malprop. Chauvismo Sagan is alien. Yup, stop saying her name. Yeah, that clever intern's dialogue. No one cares to get it back. I feel bad, that juicely. Now changes scarce remedies. Too quick, too much, not too. I know what I want, fuck all. Get you'll keep giving me that this is no better than what it should be and think. Message. That's what our teachers always told us anyways. So yeah. Opiate. Nice narration was. Queasy when I don't get out. Genius. Such. What a fuck typing tricks. Over-arrangement and is. Boring. Nigga period. Separate thought. Is that really what you are telling me? So yeah, good feeling alive. Buy it, sell it, addictive. What a goddamn shame. You screw up and it's harder and harder to get back. Tell it build up slow on purpose or gradual. What have I got myself? To teach and discover we learn, knew that shit was cheesy when I said it. We were 14, Ruth, whoever. The periods and etc. Do things. Bees buzz, the insects want over. I treat annoying life like youngest siblings in fear, blah blah blah, and energy flowing, rapidity, equation halting. It is the first phase of not knowing shit. I'm hard on myself, mechanisms ease every time. When it happens this way, I will return. I have just did so. I'll get off. Come down and get over it. Right, save the bottle for me. I'll get you layered by it. How can I convince you of the pleasure you already have? It's just how it works. I'm mad. I notice I give up. I'm fucking fighting your stupid little until you move over game and let the man come up. I need to. Fuck so. Good. Got so. I'm not obvious. Fucking stupid. Stop. Buzzing. 0000000032111110. And barking. I want to control the world. And it's fucking neurotic. And armed with easily disarmable and yeah, so good. Yeah. Here it is. Starts not hype is here it comes. This is the end. Cradle touch. Dash dash dash. You don't know what you are doing. Secretly. That is the struggle. That is your gift. That is what I would, could never grasp. What I have barely learned yet. To love and behold. Wonder is your opening. The essence beneath. I can speak, I pray. My voice may sing. How I feel. One day about it you touch the ground. Angels veil. Touch a stone. Burden gold. I am a fool. You are a widow. Pick a few other names. We are together. I ignore God's message. I spit at the world. I go against. And I bring a message of love. It's no big deal. Toying with me. This reality is so silly. Sometimes I think this is, oh so very serious. Reality is toying with me. It took me a long time to appreciate myself, because that's a possibility. How this was made was, wow, what a lovely idea. What an outlook, oh. Feeling good when every aspect involved is sweet. And tells me, it okay now, Lee. You can. Your advice is eternal female. I don't care what sexism is. I will always love. Feminine bliss. I don't care what they say. I will always love you. I love you so. I don't care if you believe. I love you so much. I don't care if you ladybug. I hope I can make an impact. So I can. cheat my way into your loving arms. I'm not waiting for the next one. I love all of you, them, with, and you will be everyone. You will be the only one I ever truly, truly ever love. It cannot be understood. It is what I feel as truth. Fuck all that matters is I love you. And if I had my way, we spend our lives deeper than a lifetime's could ever be. Yes, by that I mean, I love you. You're so sweet. Give me any time. I'll come up with something more deserving. Your unexplainable wordless breath of boundless. Your baby's beauty is infinite. My heart speaks tears in the struggle of aching and in my speechlessness. Loving touch. Loving touch. Cradle touch. Loving touch. I wrote this during sex. Many types, yeah, not just sex. An animal mate. Beautiful dance. Call them women animals. More than that. They give to my... If you can begin to respect that. Yeah. Loving touch. Cradle. And fuck. Moan, moan. I want to give you so much what you don't have. That. Oh, sweet. Sweetie, that take control, ecstatic get you. With love, sex, love. Pink. I have no epiphany for that reunion. It's always the same, Ben. How much I love you. How much fuck you. They're so different, Mom. I can feel what you don't have. You know. Yeah. Take control. And I can give it to you. Every once in a while, that control we beg for. Oh. Take it back. You've got as secret as a woman statue of Mary. Sweet blank bleak is. Tragedy, you're so sweet, how do you? It's gonna take me a lifetime to even learn how to. Love you, you stay confused. I keep my reason to love you, sweetie. To love you. And if you admit you're gonna cry, and if it's beautiful, that's why. What I want. Bunny. Tiny bunny. You are so cute. We're here too. I want to fuck you. Like God overcame your whole soul, your flesh, and so big it felt you couldn't think. The washing in and away of feeling, and when we connected to our hearts, something funny happens. Now let's take a break for you to suck. Pink, pink like no other. You're like a pink that's better than the color. Sacred seas. The color sacred seas. And I got you riled up, little crazy creature. Harmless, that's why I say you're sweet. Your little secrets. I don't want to think of. I can tell you what they are, but I don't want to upset you. I know you must feel much more to be alive. I think it all out. Like how dry the waves of men's minds are. But I think you have mother's love. For forgiveness constant. Oh, for what we've done. To you. I also know you can do what I can. When you want to. Sometimes. Tired. I know you get off. Also when you are the sweetest gift of submissiveness, of submission. I try not to dominate it when I dominate it. When it is a choice. With words. I pain myself. With my suffering willedness. To mention that. To be willing. To mention this. I just love you. And I cannot lie even when I tell the truth. Embrace. Like a union gift, unity. That we didn't know it could be as good as we believe. Love as Ruby prettiest cat kitty energy. Faye and fire your. I'll never stop wanting to fuck you. Until that frenzy is so overwhelmed. Take the time that reminds you when we aren't touching. And you are cute start to beg in that girly, clever, cut-your-way you've always had. I have a million words for your beauty and appreciation. I could never stop talking about them. Your forms and moans, all of them. Just you. All of them, all of them. Just you. Russian eyes, accent, Asian purity, Laotian ass and curve hip, that badass black mama, that 16-year-old blonde braids, braces, lipstick, eye glint, oh, just see. O-I-U. See. Your tragic beauty drips. You're not even there. Sometimes you're an empty, vulnerable, confused bag for something to be. Put in some kind of reason. I can give you none. Only acting like what you want and love. And love. And love. When you worry, response. I can only tell you wait. When I explain your beauty, it is discovered as you notice I love you. I love you, so you must be worth love, because I love you. If you really have to stop to feel it, if you really stop to feel it, hide that secret, hide that place. Turmoil on the lonely nature. You have no way to express where you live to them or me. There is no answer, only temporary truth. I've spent my whole life our unity, understanding if we have the miracle of believing in a miracle, we will be. You can use a word if you want to think. Whatever way about it. More than that, we're more than they have ever seen. We will. My indescribable, sweet, ineffable baby. I want to kill you. I fear you. I want to enslave you. I serve you. I don't want that. I want to love. Sweetie, I want to love you. I want to fuck. 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 Then we'd get that fucking ridiculous fucking sex out of the way. And it's so hot. So you could see. Then maybe you could show me. Hey, look, here's the way. Borrow a flashlight. Please ignore those feelings of friction men and women don't believe in. I tell you, as your God, the true nature of your goddess, the truth is a path. I know the entrance all too well. Love is a path. Please believe what calls to your heart. Your mind is tired, and as is mine. Your heart is free. when we say, this is what I believe. And I know many other truths. I miss you. Come back to me, baby. That's an order. Come back to me, baby. That's a request. This is the end. Look back. Dash, dash, dash. I look back on that time from before I was. And I think what I would, world I would miss. I look back at the 70s and the 60s you called something, and I miss what I never was. And this world seems so hollowed out now. It seemed someone needed to sing about it. Wild Arco ride. You can roll on it, on and ride in. I say, I see. Women that teased, jovial, jontulation, turning, buzzplane, plain buzzing. I miss that time, and the sun and the came, purity of our child, ignorance life, when we had personal waste goes in phases, purity crowns, violet, violent, viol, and I miss that soft, sweet, street, sweet. We didn't know we had such an spontaneity, craze and psychedelia. I miss that 19-somethings or belly feeling. Energy corrects, like I'm working on something. I miss your mind. Those unflailing hooks and unedits. It will not happen again. I've got a truth to lie to you. To trick you for a feeling, my friend. I miss you. Your time was pink. Colorful art. And time on the side Wilk. Safeless Serene, her name was. Laugh and laughter. Get a clue. Trick you into a feeling. Burn me down. And we bought it, brought it back again. Somehow it seemed impossible. Give me the money because I was brave enough to fight to fuck. Because I was brave enough to fight to fuck. Give it back, give it to me. Blessed friend, blessed Trinity. My feeling, pretty little thing. They're quiet again. Thank God, they're quiet again. When I open that channel, it does what it did. And you can think I own and judge it, but I don't. We all know I know it isn't true, it could happen to me. give me, it could happen to you. The love of our land used to. But before you raped it, a burst of energy shot out. Collection, take it in, digestion. And I don't want type. It happened again. I don't want type. It just happened again, yeah. Put some drama in these words. And tell me how you feel. Baby. Old baby. Put some drama in these words, man. This is the end. Personal fucking journal. -- July 27th, 2009, 4 a.m., Boulder, Colorado. Today is my last night in Boulder, except for tomorrow night, which may very well be not the same meaning of night. I am excited to be leaving, and, well, first of all, I'm happy to be writing this journal, because it should be a good expressive outlet for the random chunks that get hooked on the spinning great wheel of my brain in life and times. So now you know, because I have to address a you know, what you're in a store for, Mr. Cathardi. That's not your actual name, BTW. Anyways, May 27th, 2009, 11 p.m. I will only put the city if it changes, so it's still Boulder. As a reminder, this is a catharsis, not so linear, much for the reading of past givens and what you could go on with, etc. So yeah, I explained it all to all the reasons and the way it is. Famous dynam. Just took it all in, absorbed it. What do I explain? It just feels like this. Okay, and that's alright kind of thing. And I think we could et-ceteraise. Because it's like, well, and it said. I also had another fading release that other night. I felt nice being able to heal. He quoted, "Even if all the world was in total fucking decay and viciousness, etc., horror, I would still work to heal it." Now that's a good quote. I just need to find a way and the right way to method these drugs I haven't taken yet for tonight. LA. Soon. God, I love you, LA. P.S. Does it always seem to have a growth for further commeptative destruction? I'm not fixing that. And then it just wobbles back over the balance hill, teeter in Gathang. Yes. So, I'd say yes, so, I guess so. July 28th. I'm feeling love that's been growing for a few days. Now that we've balanced out and I've revettled the thing and it's turned into a slow growing appreciation quiche, I think I like you and we could actually walk real early, MF. Like, okay, I've calmed down. Like, no one's whatever strategy. That's directed at a streetwalkman So, anyways, it's like, and I see that how. And you've gotta, because the particular match you've opposed has a pull and push ground helper needs, so I understand that how. Added footnote later. So yeah, and it's like added 8:36 a.m. July 28th, 2009, Wednesday, and you have, I have fucking this crazy fuck and compel me to program, and then who knows what and how it breaks up if it really has to, but come on, man. End of footnote added later. Not gonna to a fair for the time being, because, well, oh well. And it's, I like you guys. So moving on, I hope nothing's fever. May 28th. Buttons to make computing quit. Quick. Yeah. Kevin, man, I miss you, brah. July 29th, 4:20 p.m. The sticky corner energy man sticks to you when it's time to go. Time to go. Stop smoking potheads. Time to go. August